Good morning, everybody. We are at Stecoah Gap, and down there's the road. My wife just dropped me off. We came up with a little bit different plan, and instead of going southbound as I have been going, I'm actually going northbound today. So I had her drive me up to Stecoah Gap. We extended our stay at the hotel one more night, and so she's going to hang around there, and she just shuttled me up to Stecoah Gap, and I'm going to hike back to Fontana Marina where she picked me up the other day, and it's about 14.3 miles, so it works out nicely and it allows us to stay out one more night. And I've got a shuttle driver, so that's pretty cool. So actually heading northbound today instead of southbound, but that's all good. So tomorrow she'll bring me back to this same very location, and then I'll continue my trek southbound as I have been going. So when I go southbound, then I'll be climbing up and over some of those big monsters over there, and across Stecoah, Bald, and ultimately down into the NOC, the Nantahala Outdoor Centers, where I'll get picked up tomorrow night and head into a hostel. So that's the plan. So for today, we got 14.3 miles, probably the worst of it, or the hardest of it. I ain't gonna say it's the worst. The hardest of it is right in front of us, where we're climbing what they call Jacob's Ladder. And it's a pretty, it's a pretty stiff uphill, but nothing too dramatic, honestly. I've done it before. And then from there, it's rather, there's ups and downs and bumps as you anticipate, but as we head back into the Fontana area, it's more downhill than up. So we'll end on a better way, we'll end in a better place in terms of exertion by doing this northbound versus doing it the planned southbound way. So here we go. I hope everybody's having an awesome morning so far. And I had a nice breakfast at the Fontana Lodge this morning, and I'm loaded up with calories and ready to get after it. So I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll look forward to catch up with you a little further down this path. All right, everybody, I just stopped to catch my breath a little bit. That's the hill we're coming up. This is part of what they call the Jacob's Ladder. It's really one of those unique places in this area where they really don't use switchbacks. So you're headed fairly vertical, fairly up, without a lot of switching and going back and forth. So I don't know if this shot does it justice, but that would be level, and that's downhill. And that would be level, and that's uphill. I think we're pretty close, but the trail kind of continues. We may level out here for a second, but over there and beyond that fog you can't see, the mountain continues to climb. So we'll go up some more after that. But yeah, we took a day off yesterday. My wife and I pretty much spent the day in Bryson City, just walking up and down the street, and had lunch there, and it was a good time. I very patiently sat on the benches and let her do her shopping, so it was cool with me. It's kind of nice when you get retired, you don't have a conference call or a meeting or someone you have to talk to at 3 o'clock or whatever. You can just kind of relax and look at stuff on your phone and get caught up on videos, stuff like that. Whatever you want to do, it's really nice. So anyway, we had a good time yesterday. Came back and again decided to just extend our stay for a day, and she became my shuttle driver this morning and got me back to trail, as she will tomorrow as well. I got my hat on backwards because again, that gives me better aerodynamics because I anticipate really high speeds as I climb up Jacob's ladder. Let's get after it. Finish this hill. Whew. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see, it just continues. Right when you think you're finished, it just keeps on going. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Talk to you further up the hill. It's a little precarious to walk under. Someday it'll fall, hopefully not today. Crazy. All right, everybody. We just reached the top of Jacob's ladder. Now we're heading back down. That's how it works, right? You get all that elevation, now you got to give it back. But I'm pretty sure that was the top. I mean, that was the tallest point that we will climb today at 3,967 feet. So just under 4,000 feet. So we do have a similar spot. I think it's going to be about 3,600 feet that we'll cross here in a little while. But yeah, up and down hills is what we do. So the biggest up is done, and now we're going to do some downhill stuff, which is less exertion, of course, but it's still kind of difficult. You got to watch where you're stepping. You don't get too carried away and trip up on something or whatever. But this clay is certainly a lot easier to navigate than wet rocks. So it's all good. So I checked my time, and we're tracking at about 2 miles per hour, which is not bad considering the climb that we just finished up. I think I can improve upon that time before the day's through. So we'll see about all that. But all in all, things are going good. It's incredibly quiet out here. I can't even say I've heard a bird or seen a squirrel. So sometimes it's just like that, where you say, where did all the critters go? So that's all good. All right. Enough talking. We'll get back with you in another status report here a little bit later. All right, everybody. We have made it to, this is Yellow Creek Gap. So we are 6.5 miles from our destination, believe it or not, and it's only 11:30. So I've been cranking it out pretty good. I think I'm on pace for maybe 2:30, certainly by 3, arriving back at the marina. So that'll be perfect, I believe. So the last climb of the day, last climb of any significance for today, is right in front of us. We're going to go up this hill right here. You can see the white blazes right there. We're gonna go up that hill, and yeah, it's gonna be seems like it's a little over 30 or 3,500 feet or something in total once you get there. I think the climb itself is not more than 600 or 700 feet, so we're gonna knock it out. It's just gonna take a few minutes, and once we get past that, you know, we can crank it up and start making up decent time again. But all in all, it's been a nice day. I have only saw one guy, older guy, who was happy to be out in the woods and just hiking the other direction from me, so we didn't say much, just have a good day kind of stuff. And other than that, I haven't seen a soul. So just making progress, listening to some nice music, and enjoying my day. I hope you're enjoying your day too. And we will look forward to catching up with you a little further down the path. Let's see what the sign says for official mileage. Walker Gap, North Carolina Highway 28. That's where the marina is, so 6.4 miles. That's our destination. Okay, hope everybody has a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, everybody. We're coming into a stopping point for some people, not us. We're gonna move on. But this is old. I can't emphasize old enough on this shelter. This is Cable Gap shelter. You see the moss growing on the roof. They've got some tarp. Must be leaking too. Bless its heart. That thing has seen a lot of better days, I promise you. It looks like one of the older, more original shelters for sure. Convenient to the water source. Got a little creek out front. Yeah, this old girl's got some miles on her for sure. Would y'all stay in there? I have to say the floor looks pretty clean. I mean, it's as tidy as it can be. It's just old, you know, it's just old. You imagine men lifting them big old logs and setting them and coming back and putting this chink in between the logs. There's some serious work in there for sure. Again, not our stop for sure. We don't have a stop today. In fact, till we get to the hotel, to be honest with you. We're going to keep on rocking. We got 5.5 miles now to Highway 28. That's where the marina is. So this is the bigger chunk of that uphill I've been talking about right here. So we got some climbing to do. All right, check back with you in a little bit. Okay, we climbed up out of that Cable Gap shelter area, and we have all but done all of our climbing for today. Actually, there's over the course of this next mile, there's going to be just a little bit of a bump up towards the end here, but nothing of any significance really. But it's going to be a little bit higher. We're going to drop down here right now and then start climbing up, but it won't last long. This is if you ever want to know what the definition of a cruisy trail is, well, if you looked it up in the dictionary, it'd probably show you a picture of this trail right here. It's better than flat. It's actually declining slightly, almost to the point where you just feel like, you know what, I think I'll just go for a jog. But I'm not going to do that. It is really nice. And I have much enjoyed the cruisy trail. Been doing some climbing. Yeah, we've had to do some work today. That's for sure. But there's been a lot of enjoyable cruisy trail like we've got right now too. So it's the reason I'm making pretty decent time. We're right now about 4.4 miles from our destination. and I think I'll pull that in pretty easily within 2 hours, and that'll put us getting in at 2:30, which is exactly when my wife said she'd be there to pick me up. I originally said I think I could be there by 3. She said I'll just come at 2:30 because we knew that we didn't have good phone signal, and chances are I couldn't give her an update. And she goes, if I have to wait 30 minutes, no big deal. I'll be there at 2:30. Good news, I'll be there at 2:32. And neither one of us should be waiting. So all in all, a really good day. And as soon as I get down this very slight slope and up this next hill, then it's going to be all downhill, all the way to the water, if you will, Fontana Lake. So that's where we're headed. All right, everybody, we'll check in again with you as we get closer to that destination. This is the Billy Goat Gruff Memorial Bridge. 1-lane bridge, no oversized load limits, 2 legs or less, 300 pounds. 2 to 4 legs, if you got 2 to 4 legs, you can have 600 pounds. If you have 6 legs, it's just prohibited altogether, okay? So it's really important to follow the rules here at the Billy Goat Gruff Memorial Bridge. 2 legs or less than 300 pounds. I'm squeezing in that, but I think I'll pass. There's where we came from, everybody. Right across the road is where we're going. This is Highway 28, about to get run over. And we have reached Fontana Marina. This is exactly where, well, right down here in the pavement is exactly where I got picked up last time when I was coming out of the Smokies, right? My wife said she'd be here at 2:30 to pick me up. And shocker, it's 2:14. I actually beat that time. I didn't really think I'd get that I'd go that fast. I thought 2:30 was a stretch. But all that downhill kind of adds up. So I'm just gonna wait for her to show up. I'm gonna sit over here on the bench and maybe go in the restroom, wash my hands, get soaped up a little bit and cleaned up. And I might even see if I have the influencing skills to perhaps have her walk down to the marina with me and get some ice cream. So we'll see. I don't think that'll take a lot of influencing. So we'll see. Hope everybody's had an awesome day. And 14.3 miles today. Today we went northbound on the Appalachian Trail, landing us back to the marina. Tomorrow we'll go back to Stecoah Gap where we started today, and we'll head our traditional southbound direction after doing northbound today. I know it's all confusing, but we've got a lot more fun ahead of us. I look forward to tomorrow's hike. I anticipate tomorrow, as we go over Stecoah Bald and some of that, we're gonna have some views, y'all. As long as the weather holds and it looks like it's gonna be really nice, then we should have some really nice views from up there. So looking forward to that. Hope everybody has a great day, and we'll look forward to catching up with you first thing in the morning. Fontana Marina.